Over the length of a baseball season, every team has to overcome challenges. The Giants are now faced with a major one. Without Buster Posey, the rest of the team will be forced to step up. The defending world champs have a cast of characters that is more than capable, and today they get their chance to prove it. Giants Marlins next. We're at third and King. It is the Giants and the Marlins as these two teams will wrap up this three-game series. Hi again, everybody. I'm Dwayne Kuiper. Alongside me is Mike Krukow. Well, you would think that you would walk into doom and gloom in this ballpark, but they have a chance to take one game, which would make it a 4-2 homestand, and that's what the Giants are looking at. They'll do it without Buster Posey, and it's time for the veterans to stand up and be counted.
Well, that's exactly right. I mean, you need contribution from other areas, and it's injury is a part of this game, and every other team in the National League West has gone through a severe injury as well. So the Giants now must pick up the pieces and move on. Now, the one thing they have not been able to do, even when Buster Posey was playing, was do well against the National League East. They're 3-9. So today is an opportunity to beat not only a good team, but a good pitcher, Anibal Sanchez. And they give the ball to a guy who's off to a 3-0 start, and that's Ryan Vogelsong. So veterans have at him.
All right, let's go. Let's get them today here at AT&T Park. When we come back, Amy G is going to look at the reinforcements who have come into town this morning. She'll do that right after this.
Area is brought to you by AT&T and by Toyota. Check out the great deals at your local Toyota dealer today.
Your San Francisco Giants get set for the final game of this 3-game series against the Florida Marlins. They're hoping to get a win and avoid the sweep today, as they are still trying to get over the shock of losing one of their prized possessions. Buster Posey, welcome back to AT&T Park. I'm Amy Gutierrez, and some tough news today for the team, for fans. Buster Posey officially on the DL with a lower left leg fracture. No time frame has been given on when he may return with the team, but it's clear that the Giants have been bitten by the injury bug big time. You're taking a look at some of the reinforcements called up today. Brandon Belt, Chris Stewart, a catcher, and Brandon Crawford also called up, a shortstop from San Jose, because the Giants also lost Mike Fontenot last night to the DL with a strained groin. Just to recap, Pablo Sandoval, Barry Zito, Mark DeRosa, Darren Ford are also on the disabled list. A couple of quotes from Bruce Bochy. He said they're in damage control mode right now, and they basically just need to get over the shock of losing Posey and get back out there and get a win today. Let's hope that the Giants can do that. They've got Ryan Vogelsong going up against Anibal Sanchez. After these messages, we're going to check in with our Comcast Sportsnet studios for an update.
3-game series. Game time weather is brought to you by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. Hey, get to the beach. The admission-free boardwalk is open daily starting Friday, May 27th, which is tomorrow. 62 degrees, 17-mile-an-hour winds, the humidity at 55%, and it is mostly sunny. Let's take a look at the Marlins lineup. It'll be Chris Coghlan in the leadoff spot. He'll be followed by Emilio Bonifacio, which means Hanley Ramirez is not in the lineup. Then it'll be Logan Morrison, followed by Gabby Sanchez. Dobbs will be at third with the right-hander Vogelsong. Then it's Stanton in this series, 5 for 9. He's been hot. John Buck will do the catching, followed by Omar Infante. And then pitching and batting ninth is the right-hander Anibal Sanchez.
Beautiful day for baseball. As you see, not a whole lot of activity out on the Cove.
We took a look at Eli Whiteside. We could probably say this is day one of Eli Whiteside. Or day one without Buster Posey.
Well, I think the important thing for Eli is that you can't be Buster Posey. Be yourself. Go out there and be the type of player that you are, that got you here, that has allowed you to be a big league catcher, and he's a good catcher. And there's pressure on everybody. It really is. And when you lose a player that has the reputation and presence of a Buster Posey, I mean, it means that everybody else has to step up. And that was what was being talked about in the Giants clubhouse. They know the deal. The veterans, the leaders, they know the deal. And that man right there is due.
If you look at the National League West, the Arizona Diamondbacks are in second place. Then the Rockies, Dodgers, and San Diego. And as I mentioned in the open, with the injury to Posey, all it really does is it evens the field.
Well, I think your observation is correct. You know, but you look at other teams in the division, and they've all suffered similar type of setbacks. I mean, the latest one was Jorge De La Rosa, the mainstay and really the ace of the Colorado Rockies staff, going down for the rest of the year because of an elbow injury. Injuries are part of the game. It's just what it is. It's not fair. It's not fun, especially when you use somebody as charismatic as a Buster Posey. But you simply have to pick up the pieces and move on, because as Bruce Bochy knows, nobody is going to feel sorry for you. And the Giants, you know, they're veterans. These aren't babies out there in the field. They're hardened pros. They know the deal. On the hill today for the Giants will be Ryan Vogelsong, who takes a perfect 3-0 record into this game, a 1.93 ERA. He has been lights out, just 34 base runners and 32 2/3. Just eating up lefties, hitting a $186 off him. Lifetime against the Marlins, not a whole lot of experience. He's pitched 9 1/3 innings. He's allowed 3 hits, 6 strikeouts, yet he's 0-1. Vogelsong's a 4-pitch pitcher. Fastball, curveball, slider, changeup, but he can do a lot of things with that fastball. Give you 2 different types of movement, and he has really been dialed with great command of all of his pitches of late. Let's take a look at this defense playing behind Vogelsong. Starting in your outfield, it'll be Rowan, who has great numbers lifetime against Anibal Sanchez, joined by Torres and Ross. That's your outfield. Burris and Tejada on the left side of the infield, with Mike Fondo on the disabled list with a groin pull as well. And Sanchez and Huff on the right side of the infield. And Eli Whiteside will be in the squad today, putting down the signs. His 8th start this year. Last time he started was against the Diamondbacks. And right now it's time for our Farmers Insurance Report Card. Giants records and starting pitchers starts. Ryan Vogelsong, when he goes out there, they're 5-0. Matt Cain 7-3. Lincecum 6-4. Sanchez 6-4. Bumgarner 2-8. Zito 1-2. So when Vogelsong's taken the hill, it has literally been win day. Giants 5-0.
And that's pretty good when you consider that following Vogelsong in the rotation is Tim Lincecum. So here's Chris Coghlan to lead things off. Quick turnaround for both teams. Ball game last night took 4 hours and 6 minutes. Here's the first pitch of the game to Chris Coghlan, and it's a strike at the knees. So we get underway at 12:47. Coghlan at 243, 4 home runs, 20 RBIs. As he bounces this one foul, he had a hit and scored 2 runs in the Marlins win on Tuesday. And last night he went 2 for 5 and scored 2 runs. It was Gabby Sanchez that beat up the Giants on Tuesday, and it was Mike Stanton that beat up the Giants last night. You saw some of the new guys over by the Giants dugout as that's in the dirt. 1-2. Brandon Crawford, first day in the big leagues. A day Brandon will never forget. 1-2 to Chris Coghlan. And it's going to be Tejada, and that's how this game gets started. So here comes Bonifacio. Home plate umpire today is Angel Hernandez.
And Hernandez is a guy who we've seen in the past have a low strike zone early in the game, but as the game wears on, it kind of elevates. So we will watch that closely. And he has a pretty tight zone, which you get from Angel Hernandez. You kind of have to earn. He didn't give you a lot of corner strikes.
Bonifacio at 274, a home run, 7 driven in. And a belt high strike to Bonifacio. Bonifacio is the hitter that hit the shallow fly ball into right center field in the 12th inning, the play that busted up Buster Posey. Over the mound and into center field, a base hit for Bonifacio. He's a speed guy, and you got to keep an eye on him. And that'll bring up Logan Morrison. Marlins in the game last night scored twice in the first inning off of Bumgarner. And Bumgarner really did a good job of limiting the Marlins to just those 2 runs, as he got a double play with the bases loaded to end the first inning. So Bonifacio with his lead, and the pitch to Morrison, and that's at the knees, and it's 0-1. Other umpires, it's Campos at first, Fairchild at second, Joe West at third. No balls and 1 strike. Quick toss, and Bonifacio is back. Marlins with a remarkable road record. They're 14-7 on the road. And they're just 2 games over 500 at home. Breaking ball down low. 1 ball and 1 strike.
It's got a good sharp curveball going.
Kind of looked like the one you used to throw. And about the same break, same type of speed.
Similar arm slot. A lot of similarities, you bet.
The only difference really, Mike, is when he throws it, he's got Freddie Sanchez playing behind him and not me.
Hey, you were good.
There was a time. Not necessarily when you were pitching, though.
No complaints, partner.
So Vogelsong giving Eli Whiteside every opportunity.
Well, Ryan Vogelsong is a good athlete, and he does just about all the things that you need to do as a pitcher. Fields his position well, holds runners on well, controls the tempo of an inning. He understands all the rhythms of the game.
2-1.
Good pitch. And that's what I mean by a tight strike zone for Angel Hernandez. You'll see a lot of long stares today into Hernandez with some of the pitches that are not called strikes. And I would have to say that if you were to classify him a hitter's umpire or a pitcher's umpire, he's more of a hitter's umpire.
Andres Torres measuring this one in center field. 2 outs. And here's Gabby Sanchez.
He had a big day in game 1, but last night the Giants pitched him well.
They did. They struck Sanchez out 3 times last night. He did get a hit. He was 1 for 5. Tries to shave that outside corner. Bonifacio with his lead. He does not go, and this is outside again, 2-0. Quick toss, and back is Bonifacio. Giants on this homestand won the first 3 games against the A's. They have dropped the last 2 to these Marlins. So a win here, and you got a 4-2 homestand, and everybody can live with that. On the ground, Huff, nice play, underhands it, side retired. Giants are coming up. It'll be Andres Torres in the leadoff spot, then Manny Burris. Freddie Sanchez, who's been red hot, he had 4 hits last night. He's going to hit 3rd. Then it'll be Huff, Ross, and Rowan. Tejada 7th, Whiteside 8th, and Ryan Vogelsong, of course, 9th.
Anibal Sanchez on the hill today for the Florida Marlins. 6 foot, 205 pounder. He's 27 years old, in his 5th year at the big league level, out of Maracay, Venezuela. And this is what he has done this year: 3-1 with a 3.02 ERA. When he's right, you're going to see him utilize 4 pitches: a fastball, curveball, slider, and a changeup. Probably the slider being his best strikeout specialty pitch. He will 2 and 4 seam the fastball, and you'll see velocity between 90 and 94 miles per hour.
Torres pulls this one behind Roberto Kelly, and it's no balls and 1 strike.
Sanchez has had 2 starts against the Giants. He's 1-0 lifetime with a 1.20 ERA.
It's kind of like the way it's been with everybody from this Marlins team that has faced the Giants. Getting out of the way is Torres, as he thought about bunting. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Torres is 3 for 8 in the series. And that breaking ball is high. 0 for 4 lifetime against Sanchez. Just underway here at AT&T Park. There's the bunt. And Torres is aboard.
Boy, he's getting better and better at it. And I think when he takes the bunt with him, it's really becoming an asset.
You know, Mike, and that's not even a good bunt. But because of his speed, he's got to beat Sanchez to the bag because the first baseman can't get there.
It was going to be Anibal Sanchez in a foot race, and there's no way. And it really wasn't a bad break. I mean, Sanchez was coming, his momentum was coming in to figure on maybe making a play on a bunt. Then he took a little bit of a circle and a direct route. I mean, there was no delay in the way he got to first. Wow, what a weapon.
Here's Manny Burris. He might just do the same thing. He bunts this one third base side. It's going to be Dobbs, and Dobbs throws him out. Torres to second.
Let's take a look at the Florida Marlins defense. Starting in the outfield, it'll be Morrison, Coughlin, and Stanton with a really good, strong arm in right field with Stanton. Bonifacio at shortstop today. Ramirez a little dinged up, joined by Dobbs on the third base side. Their left side of the infield. Infante Sanchez right side. And John Buck back in the squad after catching all of last night's extra inning game. Impressive day game after a night game. See a catcher catch extra innings and get back in the squad the next day at 12:30.
Freddie Sanchez, a big night last night. 4 for 6. He takes a strike. He's got a little bit of ownage on Anibal Sanchez. He's 3 for 8, a double and a home run. Both Bonifacio and Infante are really not doing a whole lot on keeping Torres close. And they're going to say Sanchez went around. It's 0-2. I think he could steal it.
The point you make about them not holding him on is significant, because you can see that both the second baseman, shortstop, they're playing straightaway position. They're not even cheating towards the bag at all. So Torres could take a huge lead.
That time Sanchez held up. It's 1-2. Bonifacio is at least letting Torres know he's behind him, but he's quite a ways behind him when he's trying to sneak in. He really has no intentions of putting a pickoff play on. He's just letting him know that he hasn't forgotten about him. 2-2.
You know, Anibal Sanchez is a guy who's pretty quick out of the stretch too. It's not easy to get a jump off Sanchez.
Three and 2 on the fastball inside.
0-2 to a 3-2.
And he walked the
Great at bat. That is a great at bat.
Well, he saw everything very early. And that'll bring up Aubrey Huff. A really nice job by Sanchez. Anibal Sanchez, too. I mean, he knows that Freddie Sanchez is a hot hitter.
Well, you're right. And it's another thing, too, that Anibal Sanchez can throw a ground ball. I mean, he understands the two-seam fastball, and he knows how to pitch for ground balls. So giving up the walk to set up the force, I don't think he's that concerned about it.
Here's Aubrey Huff. Huff looks at a fastball for a strike. Huff went 1 for 5 and make that 1 for 6 in the game last night. He got the hit in the 9th inning that knocked in a pair. And that hit tied the game. On the ground foul. This was the hit. He hit a half flare out to left field.
Well, it was a grinding at bat, and he found a way to get it done. They tied the score and really lit this place up. A 4-run rally in the 9th inning to take it into extra innings. And that was the hit that was the money hit.
Good speed at second for the Giants with Torres. Cody Ross is in the on-deck circle. 1-2 to Huff. Huff, double play ball. Infante to Bonifacio, and that'll end the inning. We will head to the second. 0-0.
Championship here in San Francisco. This tribute will encircle all 4 plazas of AT&T Park and will feature granite markers depicting epic moments from throughout the years in San Francisco. The walk will also include 4 by 12-inch brick pavers, providing fans with a chance of a lifetime to forever etch their Giants' loyalty in stone here at AT&T Park. To order your personalized brick, visit sfgiants.com/brick.
Dobbs, Stanton, and Buck to hit here in the second. And the first pitch is down low. 1 ball and no strikes. Dobbs hitting at .337 as he swings and misses to even the count. Came into the game last night, got 1 at bat and picked up a base hit. He went 1 for 5 on Tuesday. Just off the plate to make it 2-1. It's a 91-mile-an-hour fastball with pretty good movement.
Now he'll mix the movement up with the 4-seam grip and the 2-seam grip. When you watch Eli Whiteside, and you talk about a great target to throw to for a big man. I mean, he gets down low, sits solid, sits quiet.
Torres will move back and get underneath this one. One out. Here's Stanton. This is such a young Marlins team that only one or two guys that have ever faced Vogelsong before, and guys like Helms, and they're not playing. So as far as these players, Vogelsong's just a new dude for them. Stanton goes around, and it's no balls and 1 strike.
Stanton has really shown the Giants that he can hit the low pitch in this series.
And he'd probably like to have that one back. It's 0-2. Maybe sitting on something other than that.
So things you take notice of. If a guy takes a fastball before a 2-strike count.
Little pop-up that Freddie Sanchez will put away. I think that's where he wanted to throw that pitch.
It is.
Right there, in on his hands.
So, I mean, the 3-pitch sequence, all fastballs, and this is what Vogelsong can do. I mean, he's like Matt Cain in that he can throw darts with the fastball. He went inside, then he went outside, then he came back inside. Just by changing locations with the fastball was an effective. You don't have to throw a lot of breaking balls at guys if you have command of a fastball.
John Buck hitting .215. Buck has got the big fly swing.
Well, he hit 20 last year in Toronto. I mean, he knows how to hit them. He's definitely strong enough and big enough. 6'3", 240 from Utah.
And a quick 0-2.
Well, right now, Brian Vogelsong shaving turkeys. That's 5 pitches in a row, and he hadn't missed a spot. All fastballs.
And he got him under his hands to end the inning. First strikeout for Vogelsong.
Prior to the game starting, the Giants have called in some reinforcements. Brandon Crawford, Chris Stewart, and Brandon Belt is back. He was the Giants' starting first baseman on opening day. I talked to him today, and he said he felt like the time down in the minors really helped him out. Dwayne and Mike, he said he was putting too much pressure on himself when he was here the first time. He's gotten some work in the box, been able to relax, and Bruce Bochy says he hopes this time he'll have a sense of comfort having been here before. Gentlemen?
All right, Amy, and that's exactly what happens when you get to the big leagues. Ross out to right field where Stanton is waiting, and he'll put it away.
I mean, that really is the purpose for the September call-up, for guys to get up here and get the jitters out, and you have a month to get acclimated to the speed of the game. And when you bring a guy into the big leagues and his first day is opening day, I mean, it's a lot to ask. So I think it's a good observation, and hopefully he can find that comfort zone.
Here's Aaron Rowan. Rowan takes low and away. He's got really big numbers against Anibal Sanchez as he hooks this one foul. I don't have our ball dudes, so I'm out of luck.
Well, Roger Gill's at first base, and Bert Strain is at third base. Those are our guys today.
And a call strike to make it 1-2. Rowan's numbers, by the way, 6 for 10 against Sanchez with a couple of doubles and a home run. And that breaking ball is lifted down the left field line, and he keeps it fair. Rowan's going to head into second base with a one-out double.
How great is ownage? Serious business.
Really.
We talked about the lifetime numbers that Rowan had against Anibal Sanchez, and he owns them. Yeah, well, he fights off a hanging breaking ball and bent arm swing and just throws it out there like it was a thing of beauty. As you look at our Ultra Mo. That's brought to you by Toyota, your local Toyota dealer. And as he takes off, he realizes it's going to be an easy double, and there's Rowan, safe at second, safe and secure, and that's New York life.
Tejada, 225, a home run, 15 RBIs. Infante's tying his shoe. Tejada's had 3 lifetime at bats against Anibal Sanchez. He's 1 for 3. And a strike. 91 at the knees, and it's 0-1. Tejada last night went 2 for 5. He scored a couple of runs. Nothing in 2.
There's a souvenir. Let's go on, Bert.
Bert found a kid with a Buster Posey jersey. 0-2 to Tejada with Eli Whiteside on deck. Bottom of inning number 2. And Tejada on 3 pitches is retired. Take a look at McDonald's True Stories and this date in Giants history. On this date, 1966, Juan Marichal went the distance in a 6-hit 14-inning victory over the Phillies. Jim Bunning was taken out in the 11th after hooking up with Marichal. The Giants scored the only run of the game in the 14th on a Jim Davenport triple and a Bob Barton sacrifice fly. I just saw Jim Davenport today. If I'd have known that, I'd have asked him about it. He would have remembered.
Yes, he would have.
Here's Whiteside. No balls and a strike to Eli Whiteside. His only RBI came in a home run he hit in Washington, D.C. And a quick 0-2 to the Giants catcher.
Two good sliders. Talked about how tight Angel Hernandez strike zone is historically. Those last two pitches, not tight. Some width.
Rowan with his lead. And Whiteside on a check swing comebacker. And that'll end the inning. No runs, a hit, one left. Third inning coming up. 0-0. The Saturday, June 4th game, there's been a game time change. It is now a 1:10 start. It's Cody Ross bobblehead presented by Remax to the first 20,000 fans. And then the very next day, Giants and baseball bands presented by the San Francisco Zoo to the first 10,000 kids 14 and under. What do? You go to sfgiants.com. Omar Infante will bat first. He's in the 8th slot in this Marlins lineup. And he takes the first pitch wide. Infante went 3 for 3 on Tuesday and 2 for 6 in the game last night. 5 hits in the series. Make it 6.
He is on fire. Blew up his bat. But if you have to break a bat, that's how you want to do it. He is not going to want to leave San Francisco.
Here's Sanchez. Takes a strike, and it's 0-1. Sanchez really squared around early. And he's not trying to fool anybody.
He's getting a lot of heat from Miguel Tejada at third base. I mean, he's really jamming him. And Ryan Vogelsong is a very good fielding pitcher. So if he bunts his ball firmly, they have a chance to turn a pair.
Tejada's got it. And he thought about it, and he throws to Freddie Sanchez.
Giants baseball on Comcast Sports Net Bay Area is brought to you by Big O Tires. Post your comments about the San Francisco Giants on the Big O Tires sports blog at csnbayarea.com.
Coughlin popped out to Tejada to start out the ball game. Both teams with a couple of hits. First time in this game for the Marlins where they've had someone in scoring position. Down low, 1 ball and no strikes.
Andres Torrens playing a pretty short center field. He's in about 6 steps of normal depth. Kind of jamming Coughlin. Not showing him a lot of respect. Good changeup. That changeup has meant so much to Ryan Vogelsong, as it does to any pitcher that comes up with a changeup that he can rely on and throw it 2-0, 1-0, 3-1, 3-2. And that's how Vogelsong uses that pitch. The fastball counts. But the beauty of the changeup is it does that very thing you just saw. He took the changeup, and then the next fastball he saw, he was late on it. Now you have a 1-2 count. Now you can corner pitch, and a guy who can command his pitches like Vogelsong, he can utilize those corners. Start movement on a corner, let the movement fall out of the strike zone, hope that hitter chases. We call that big league pitching. Against the lefties, he's been chewing them up. And the changeup has had a lot to do with it. Last 4 games, they're hitting .075.
Well, on that swing, however, Coughlin had his feet underneath him.
Well, and that was the location mistake. What they wanted to do with the fastball was elevate it across the letters, and that's the problem with the elevator fastball. Is if you miss down with it, you're going to miss at the belt, and that's a very easy part of the plate to defend when the guy's in a 2-strike mode. He's taking swing out. So if you're going to throw it, you got to think, I'm going to miss high, around the chin, out over the plate.
Freddie Sanchez charging, and he will throw out Coughlin. Infante moves to third. And Bonifacio will hit. Now Bonifacio tapped a high bouncer over the mound into center field in the first inning.
Do so many things to the bat. A good bunter, both push and drag.
Tejada comes charging in on the high fastball. 1 ball and no strikes. Infante at third with 2 down. Little pop-up. It's going to be a tough play. Who's going to make it? And it's going to be the left fielder, Rowan, with a sliding catch. What a beautiful play by Aaron Rowan. As he comes in, as Burris gets out of dodge, and Rowan hangs on. Vogelsong on the first pitch pops it up to shallow right field. It'll be Stanton putting it away on one pitch.
Let's take a look at the play by Aaron Rowan that ended the inning. Bonifacio, a fast man, and throws a little pop-up out there, short left, and watch the slide, puts his glove up and just sort of times it perfectly. And nobody gets hurt. Everybody cheers. That is, unless you're at third base and you're Omar Infante. But it's nice to have a gold glover out there in the outfield like Aaron Rowan is, and that was a gold glove play.
Torres had a bunt single in the first. Off the end of the bat to Dobbs. Dobbs kicks it around, and then they get him. Nice play by Gabby Sanchez to not only catch the ball but stay on the bag.
Gabby Sanchez has played a clean first base in this series.
Yes,
he's made a lot of nice picks in the dirt,
and he hasn't really been known for that.
There's the bobble from Infante. Still keeps his balance. Let's watch the back end. Nice backhander, and indeed, with the foot on the bag, Angel Campos, first base umpire, makes the right call. He was out.
Here's Burris. Burris, a sacrifice bunt in the first inning, takes a strike. Both teams with 2 hits. Both teams have stranded a pair. Down the right field line, that'll be a base hit. So Burris extends the inning for Freddie Sanchez.
Giants baseball on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by Cache Creek Casino Resort. Cache Creek's Heat Wave giveaway. Win cash, prizes, match play, and more every day. Visit CacheCreek.com for details.
Good spot for Manny Burris to try to steal the bag with 2 outs. Out of play down the right field line, and it's 0-1. Sanchez drew a walk in the first inning. Quick toss, and Burrows is just back. Whew. And Campos, I think, thought about it.
Sanchez, we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, is real quick out of the stretch to home, and he's also very quick to first out of the stretch. And he's got a couple different looks that he can give you if you're a base runner. He's got a slow move, and he's got a quick one that is as good as anybody in their division. That's quick feet. Kind of reminds me of Donnie Moore watching him throw to first base with that move.
Oh, and 1 to Sanchez, and it's in tight. 1 ball and 1 strike. Burris with a pretty good lead, and he has to dive back in.
Burris wants to go.
He does.
Now, if you're a base runner, you're throwing over, he's throwing over, you're diving back to the first base sack every time. But how many of those before you don't want to go anymore?
Yeah, you know, it's like once you get to 4 or 5, it starts to wear you out a little bit. But I mean, that you can't let that stop you, however. There's a little bit of a quick pitch there from Sanchez. It's 2-1. 2-2. I don't believe that Freddie Sanchez is waiting for Burris to go. Burris goes up high. Buck drops it. Stolen base. Second of the year for Burris.
Good jump. And again, Anibal Sanchez isn't going to help you out much. That was a 1 second unload time. Very fast. But John Buck trying to hurry the exchange just couldn't make it. The Giants get a runner in score position. And I think that's one element when you watch Emmanuel Burris on a daily basis, you're going to anticipate that every time he gets on, he's going to go.
This, by the way, will be the third straight inning where the Giants have had a runner in scoring position. The 3-2. Little dribbler off the end of the bat, and it's going to roll foul.
He just did get a piece of that one.
Yes, he did. Probably not a strike and probably not a pitch you want to put in play. Be happy that it ended up being a foul ball. Three and two. Got him. High fastball ends the inning. Fourth inning coming up.
BayArea.com. It's an Amy G's Giants exclusive, and it's with Nate Shearholtz, the Bay Area native. When he's been getting playing time, gentlemen, he's been playing out of his mind. We talk about his stellar defense and how that crowded outfield really feeds off of each other. Check it out, CSNBayArea.com. Dwayne?
All right, thanks, Amy. As Logan Morrison will lead things off. It'll be the 3, 4, and 5 Marlins hitters here in the fourth inning facing Ryan Vogelsong. Line drive on the ground, backhanded by Burris, and Burris will throw him out. One of those is an infielder. You only have to react. You don't have to think about it. And sometimes that's a good thing. It's also a gift for Vogelsong. One pitch, one out.
Nothing better.
Can I read one of those?
No.
You're always implying that it's about me.
Well, they are.
0-1 to Sanchez. Make it 0-2 to Sanchez.
Well, that's an absolutely perfect curveball, location-wise. And if that umpire's giving it, go back out there again.
Do you have any of those tips about headed to Wisconsin?
Yeah. Don't eat the cheese curds.
On the ground to Tejada. And Tejada will make the play. 2 out.
All right, Comcast Sportsnet celebrates Healthy Week, and here's the tip of the day. Take the stairs and skip the elevator to keep off those extra pounds. Unless your room is on the 24th floor.
I mean, we have to have some ground rules here.
There could be a bunch of healthy tips when going to Wisconsin.
I mean, what if you have a 20-pound bag that you and I each have?
Cut it down to a 10.
Oh, put that in the elevator. Meet it. Here's Dobbs. Dobbs out into left center field. Andres Torres. Side retired. Very quick inning for Vogelsong, and Aubrey Huff will lead things off.
Is presented by authority of the San Francisco Giants and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of San Francisco Baseball Associates, LP.
Our trivia question brought to you by AT&T. Name the 4 players in World Series history to have game-winning RBIs in 2 clinching games. Here's Aubrey Huff to lead things off for the Giants. Bottom of the 4th. Huff takes a breaking ball for a strike. He's seen a lot of those. And they just keep throwing him breaking balls. And it's 0-2.
You're right. I mean, the Marlins have softballed him. A lot of changeups, a lot of breaking balls, not many fastballs.
And on 3 of them, Huff is out swinging. 3rd strikeout with Ross coming up. Ross hit a fly ball to right field in the 2nd. Fastball is high to Cody Ross. Ross hits it into center field, but it's in the park. And it'll be Coughlin who puts it away.
Both pitchers today effectively pitching for contact. There's only been 3 strikeouts in this game. Actually 4. 3 by Sanchez, 1 by Vogelsong. But there have not been a lot of balls hit hard.
See Pat Burrell and Bruce Bochy in a hitting conversation.
talking about backspin.
Rowan takes high. Actually, they're going to say he went around. No balls and 1 strike. Rowan skies one out into straightaway center field. Now Coghlan on the move, and Coughlin's going to run it down to end the inning. So both pitchers with quick half innings. It remains tied.
We go back to the 2nd inning because it is our Ford Wright choice. That's right. And Mike Stanton sees fastball in, strike 1. Fastball away, strike 2. Fastball in, pop up to second base, a 3-pitch fastball sequence, and it's a 3-pitch see ya, and that's our Ford Wright choice. And that, folks, is what pitching is all about. A 2-seamer in, 4-seamer away, 4-seamer in, and you get a guy out.
Well, here's Stanton for the 2nd time. And he spins Stanton around, and it's 1 ball and no strikes.
If a Florida Marlin got plunked today, I wouldn't be surprised.
Accidentally, of course.
Of course.
Listen to Eric Burns on KMBR going home last night, and he was talking about Stanton in batting practice yesterday hitting the Coke bottle. Is that true? Did you hear that?
It absolutely is true. What he did in the first day was even better than that. He hit one over the 501 sign up on the 2nd deck all the way out here, and he almost hit the glove, which we didn't think was humanly possible. But this guy has got bat speed that is reminiscent of the previous era in the 90s.
Stanton takes low and away, 3-1. Three and 1 to Mike Stanton, and a line shot up the alley, and Stanton's going to have a leadoff double as it kicks off the wall, and Stanton into second base. Again, that pitch down low that he really likes.
like so many tall hitters before him. I mean, the old saying in baseball, you pitch a tall guy up, you pitch a little guy low. And he, again, solidifies that philosophy because he is a good low ball hitter. Ball down out of the middle of the plate, knee high, and he just goes down and golfs up through the gap. He has had quite a series.
Here's Buck. Buck struck out in the second inning. Here he shows bunt and he takes a strike. We were talking about that 501 sign. They have the Levi's landing out in right field. They should put the Levi's above the 501, don't you think?
See, that would make more sense to me. You're always thinking, partner.
Buck pops it up. Right side of the diamond, Aubrey Huff. One out.
As good as a strikeout. Now this is his batting practice in yesterday's ball game. And this is the one that didn't quite get to the Coke bottle, but it bounced underneath the platform that holds the Coke bottle. He's hit two of the longest ones we've ever seen hit here, but the one in day one where he hit it above the 501 song over the speaker, that was remarkable.
That was like McGuire-like. Infante singled in the third. Now low, 1 ball and no strikes. One of the hotter hitters in this lineup. Vogelsong knows it. Swing and a miss. Good pitch. 1 ball and 1 strike.
And that's the thing. I mean, you can't get eaten up with 1 through 8. The hot spots of a lineup, they're not necessarily always going to be in the 3, 4, 5 spots. They could be in the 8 hole as well. And Infante has proved that in this series. And that's one advantage of pitching in the third game of a series. You get 2 games to look at how a guy's swinging the bat firsthand. And with an open base, you have to pitch Infante carefully.
Good pitch, 1 and 2. Little tapper foul as Infante spoils that 1-2 pitch. Giants will go to Milwaukee after the ball game. The Marlins will head to Southern California to take on the Dodgers. Weekend series starting tomorrow night. One and 2. Hit on the ground to Tejada. Tejada's got it, spins around, throws, got him. Nice play.
That is the big leagues. And anytime that he can knock one down or stop it with his glove, you know he's going to have a chance to make the play because of the strength of his arm. But he takes a hit away from Infante. Infante got a breaking ball, was not fooled with it. 360s, straightens up, guns him down. And as a pitcher, you appreciate that. Saying, yo, Miguel, that right there, that means you're getting a Christmas card for life.
Here's Anibal Sanchez. Outside corner, and it's 0-1.
Another look at the quickness to his left, and you let the momentum of the play take you around to a balanced position. Very quickly to his back leg, shuffle step, and the gun, and it's not even close.
Oh, and 2.
Swung at that like that's the first curveball he's ever seen. That was a good one.
struck him out. His Whiteside will throw him out, and Vogelsong pitches through a leadoff double. Have teamed up to get out the vote for the 2011 All-Star Game. The Red Sox-Giants Alliance urges Red Sox Nation and the Orange and Black faithful to join forces by casting votes for all Red Sox and Giants players listed on the 2011 All-Star ballot. You go to sfgiants.com or redsox.com and vote through your mobile phone devices at wap.mlb.com/vote. Here's Tejada. Tejada takes outside. Tejada struck out in the second inning. Two and 0.
So did you come up with that idea?
I did.
Join the Red Sox Nation and the Orange and Black faithful.
All over it. Tejada with a home run cut, and he's unhappy that all he did was foul it back. Both teams with 3 hits. Both teams have stranded 3. Giants have had a runner in scoring position in the first 3 innings. Tejada hits one out to left field. It's in the park to Morrison. Giants baseball on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by Del Webb. See why Del Webb Active Adult Living is such a big hit in Northern California. Visit delwebb.com. Here's Whiteside. Whiteside hit a comebacker, and Sanchez threw him out in the second as he takes one outside, 1-0. Both pitchers doing a good job. Pitch count is low for both pitchers.
Fast-paced game. And don't think that helps. Don't think that it doesn't help the pitcher. You have a guy out there working the same rhythm you're working. That definitely aids your rhythm.
One and 2 now to Eli Whiteside. .56 pitches for Sanchez. And Whiteside out swinging.
All right, right now we're going to ask and answer our trivia question brought to you by AT&T. Can you name the 4 players in World Series history to have a game-winning RBI in 2 clinching games? Our survey said, well, Yogi Berra, Lou Gehrig, Joe DiMaggio, and the only guy that wasn't a Yankee was Edgar Renteria. We did it with the Marlins and the Giants.
Vogelsong with a base hit to right field. His 4th hit of the year. He's now 4 for 13.
He can hit.
He can hit.
Well, watch him go off the back leg. Good balance. Lets the ball get deep. Throws it to right. And he just doesn't look like a guy who pitches for a living. Looks like he plays third base.
Andres Torres is 1 for 2. Swing and a miss. No balls and 1 strike.
Sanchez has really mixed that first pitch well. That's one of the things that he does as good as anybody. Is locates first pitch. You go to the corners of both sides and play with the fastball. Throw all of his pitches over. Keeps him down around the knees. But it seems like he's always 0-1 on everybody.
Comes back with a 94-mile-an-hour fastball. It's 0-2.
A little bit of a stinger on the hand of Andres Torres. Used to get those.
Built for speed. No. 3 pitches. See you later. And that ends the inning. 5 strikeouts for Sanchez. 6th inning coming up.
Can we go back to the 3rd inning when Bonifacio comes up with 2 outs and hits a pop-up to short left, and Aaron Rowan, the Gold Glover, comes in and slides right into the snag, and it ends things for the Fish. And that, folks, is a big league play. That's our Coors Light Freeze Can brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
Well, in a game that looks like it's going to be one of those kind of games, yeah, you need to have plays like that.
Well, you're right. If you're going to throw a shutout in the big leagues, you're going to have a couple atom balls. You're going to have a couple great plays. And that play by Rowan was a great play. Tejada's made great plays today. Defense has been good behind Vogelsong, but he helps himself out too. He's a strike thrower. He works at quick pace. And when you do that as a pitcher, you're always going to see better defense behind you.
Top of the order for the Marlins, it's Coghlan who's popped out and he's bounced out. And he fouls this one out of play on a 92-mile-an-hour fastball, and it's 0-1. Marlins have had their leadoff hitter on twice in this game. It has not hurt Vogelsong. In tight. This will be pitch number 58 for this Giants righty. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hit out into left center field. Can anybody get there? They cannot. And now they'll try to keep Coughlin at second base, and he will put on the brakes, and it'll be a leadoff double. It's been a tough out for the Giants in this series.
Now, when you have a leadoff hitter who can do this, take an outside fastball and punch it through the opposite gap with power, I mean, you've got a real weapon. And he has absolutely played good baseball in this series. And for the second consecutive inning, Brian Vogelsong is going to attempt to pitch through a leadoff double.
And here you would expect Bonifacio to be laying down a bunt. Tejada in at third, Huff coming down the line at first, and there's the bunt, and Vogelsong has it, and his play will be at first, and they just get Bonifacio.
He had to throw his best fastball to Freddie Sanchez. And that's the kind of pressure that Bonifacio can put on a bunt play. Nothing comfortable about a sacrifice situation when you have a guy with Bonifacio's speed up there. I mean, that wasn't even that good of a bunt, and it was close. And there's the gun, and he just does half-step get him.
Morrison is flied out to center, and he's bounced out to short. The Giants will play the infield in. Bouncing ball foul. Right past Gabby Sanchez. This is the first time, actually the second time, the Marlins have had a runner at third. Infante got there in the 3rd inning. Oh, 2.
Boy, he has definitely established that inside corner to Morrison. And he's got him thinking about it. Now you could go back foot slider trying to strike him out. You could climb the ladder above his hands on the inside corner. You could throw a changeup off the plate away down below the zone.
Breaking ball, and Morrison just got a piece of it.
Yeah, you could throw that big old curveball of his and try and bounce it on home plate. But once you've established down, and he's done that with 3 pitches, you could go above the letters on his chest with a little sightline change. Lots of options, but you're on top of him. And it is your count. 0-2 is a pitcher's count.
Into center field. Torres is going to play it on a hop, and Morrison punches one in for a base hit, and it's 1-0 Marlins.
And that hurt, an 0-2 base hit. Again, that's the danger of when you opt to go the elevator fastball. You've got to really think, if I'm going to miss, I'm going to miss above the letters. You can't miss out at the belt. That's just too easy of an area to defend. And Morrison taking swing out, going back up the middle. Boy, he's been taught. Puts the Marlins on the board.
Here's Sanchez. Sanchez is 0 for 2. Burris and Freddie Sanchez at double play depth. And a good pitch to Gabby Sanchez for a call strike.
Pretty much straightaway defense defending against Sanchez.
We'll go Song to Freddie Sanchez to Huff. Side retired. Giants now trail 1-0 Florida.
Bay Area is brought to you by Farmers Insurance. Call 1-800-FARMERS or visit farmers.com to find our local agent. We are insurance. We are farmers. By Xfinity, home of the most live sports. And by Jack in the Box. Right now at Jack in the Box, get the new bourbon barbecue steak grilled sandwich at participating restaurants.
Marlins have jumped out to a 1-0 lead as Emmanuel Burris will take a breaking ball high. Burris, Sanchez, and Huff. Burris pops this one out into right field. Subway Eat Fresh, ask Kruk and Kipe. Simon from Lafayette. The NFL protects the quarterbacks and the NHL protects the goalies. Should baseball put rules in to protect the catcher? Yes.
Well, we were talking about how you could do it. I don't think you can really change the rule, but I think what you could do is say, all right, you can blow a catcher up. Absolutely. Get after it. Do what you've always done. But if you do it, it's going to cost you $25,000. And that would end it.
Or really make it interesting. A game check. Some guys, that ain't a whole lot.
Yeah, it's true.
It'll be Gabby Sanchez and 2 quick outs here in the 6th.
So whatever you make, you break it up into 162 games, and whatever that day that you get in your salary, that's what it's going to cost you. That could cost some guys some big bank right there.
Well, I mean, the guys that make the minimum, that would hurt them.
Sure it would.
Aubrey Huff is 0 for 2. Cody Ross is on deck. We're in the 6th inning.
Saw Chris Stewart, the new catcher, that was called up today as Buster Posey was put on the disabled list.
Well, he's hanging around the right guy.
There's Chris Stewart hanging around Billy Hayes, who is a baseball encyclopedia. As are all the Giants coaches. Good baseball men.
Yes, they are. Huff out swinging on that breaking ball, and that'll end the inning. 7th inning coming up.
deck? No way!
Toyota game summary brought to you by your local Toyota dealer. It's been a pitching duel between Vogelsong and Anibal Sanchez. Giants 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position. Vogelsong has allowed 1 earned run, and that came in the 6th inning. Here's Dobbs. It'll be Dobbs, Stanton, and Buck. And a breaking ball for a strike, and it's 0-1. Dobbs a couple of fly balls to Andres Torres, who's playing Dobbs pretty shallow. Out of play, 0-2. Backed it up with another one.
One thing I'm impressed with in this series for Dobbs is his ability to go to left field. He has beat some pretty good pitches that way. And I think he's really enjoying his time in Florida, where he's getting some steady playing time. In Philadelphia, he was kind of the pinch hitter extraordinaire.
And a base hit between Huff and Sanchez on an 0-2 pitch. And here's Amy G.
And a quick update on the Bullet, Darren Ford. I spoke to him before today's game, where he was in a walking boot in the clubhouse. He said 4 days after spraining his ankle last Sunday when he scored the winning run, he feels much better, doesn't have as much pain. He's been icing it, moving it around in the hot tub, and stretching it. Hopefully he's not just fast on the bases, he'll make a speedy return as well. Dwayne?
All right. Thanks, Amy. Here's Stanton, who doubled in the 5th. Going to be a tough play, but it looks like Sanchez is going to go out and put it away. One out for John Buck. If you just joined us, the Giants put Fontenot, Ford, and Posey on the DL. They called up Belt, Crawford, and Stewart. And the only one of the 3 that got called up, Brandon Crawford, it's the first time he's been here. There's a shot down the left field line. Rowan will get to it, and his ability to get to it quickly holds Dobbs at second base. Buck with his first hit. Here's Infante. Infante singled in the 3rd and then hit a ball to the left of Tejada. Tejada made a nice play going to his left, and he threw out Infante. Now the Giants looking for the double play ball as there's a strike call.
Activity in the Marlins bullpen. They have Brian Sanchez, the right-hander, getting greased up. I don't think there's any way they're going to take Anibal Sanchez out of this game.
I agree. Double look to second. And a high fly ball into right center field. Who's it going to be? It's going to be Torres. He catches, and he'll throw the ball back into Freddie Sanchez. And on the play, Dobbs moves to 3rd. So here's Anibal Sanchez, who struck out in the 5th inning. His other at bat was a sacrifice bunt. Eli Whiteside just went out and ran through a set of signs just in case there was going to be a double steal. Down low, 1 ball and no strikes. Vogelsong still strong, only 73 pitches.
No, he's been fantastic. Economical. He has pitched beautiful.
that pitch is high. That got away from Vogelsong. It's 2-0.
I haven't seen many misses that bad away from the strike zone. For the most part, when he is missed out of the strike zone, it's been for a reason. It's because he's had count leverage and he's trying to get a guy to go chase his location. But that last fastball, way away from where he intended it to be.
And a strike. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. On a play, 2-2. So Vogelsong has come back after falling behind 2-0.
Come back with 2 good fastballs now in this 2-2 count. If he wants to throw a breaking ball up there, he can bust it, not have to worry about getting in the strike zone. Or he can just throw a fastball right through him. He's got that much confidence in his fastball. Just missed. A little bit low. We have not seen that call to strike today.
3-2. The runner at first. Buck will be on the move. And that's out of play as Vogelsong throws Anibal Sanchez a fastball around belt high, but in. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Pat Burrell getting ready.
And he walked him.
First walk of the day. And that's going to bring out Dave Righetti. And that's going to get some activity in the Giants bullpen. Jeremy Affeld's heading down. And for Righetti, I mean, he's just going to give him a little bit of a breather. He knows he's angry right now because he just walked a pitcher who's not a very good hitting pitcher. And a good time for a pitching coach to get out there and just sort of let some of the steam roll out of his ears and just get him back onto a focus, because you can't be thinking about Sanchez when you're pitching to Coghlan, who's stepping in the batter's box and who's been swinging the bat well in this series.
Coghlan doubled and scored in the 6th inning. Swing and a miss. No balls and 1 strike. First pitch breaking ball. Dobbs at third, Buck at second. Anibal Sanchez is the runner at first. And Vogelsong, why not? Comes back with the very same pitch. And this time Coghlan took it. The Marlins very good with the bases loaded.
3 slams at 476, and that only ranks him second.
Aaron Rowan coming in, battle in the sun, side retired. Vogelsong pitches through it. It remains 1-0 Marlins. 1-0 ball game. This was the injury last night to Buster Posey. If you're tired of seeing it, don't look. But this is what happened. And it is going to put Buster Posey on the shelf for a very long time this year. And what fans have done is they have come out today in support of Buster Posey. We've seen a lot of jerseys. We've seen some of the signs. And it's all good. And hey, they love the guy.
He's easy to love. I mean, he's one of a kind. A humble champion.
Cody Ross takes a belt-tie fastball for a strike.
See all the Posey jerseys in attendance today. He will be missed. And they're still trying to figure out just as to the extent of the injury, as to how long it is going to be for him to get mended, rehabbed, and back into playing action. Giants are hopeful that it's going to be this year.
The 0-2 to Ross. And Ross just took 3 pitches, and he will sit down. If you think that it looks like Sanchez is getting stronger, you might be right.
Well, he's definitely in a great rhythm. And for a guy that can do as many things with the ball as he can do, when he's got all of them working, I mean, it's rough.
Rowan has doubled and he's flied out to center field. Here he hits one into the hole. Bonifacio has got it. His throw is in time, and they get Rowan on a fine play.
We have seen stellar defense in this game today. Emilio Bonifacio writing out a chapter in his book. And it really just amazes you as to how quickly a guy can get down on his belly, the backhand of baseball, and then get upright to his feet and then get off a throw like this to gun down a runner who has above average speed.
Here's Tejada. Tejada is 0 for 2.
If you're out there pitching and a guy makes a play like that behind you, you just want to get back out on the mound and just keep going because you think you're bulletproof. You think whatever gets hit's going to get caught.
Well, in this particular case, a lot of that is true. One and 2 now to Tejada.
One more look at the brilliance with the glove right in the heart of the pocket. Spears it quickly to his back foot, and then here comes the gun. And a nice play on the back end by Gabby Sanchez to snag the one hop and stay in contact with the bag.
In a lot of ways, the shortstop gets up and he kind of throws it in the general area of first base on a play like that. Hoping to get a little help from the first baseman, and in this case, Bonifacio did get some help. 2-2 pitch. Got him. 8 strikeouts. Tejada 0 for 3, and we will head to the 8th inning. doing more on defense. Take a look at this defense from the Giants. Aubrey Huff made a nice play in the very first inning, and then Aaron Rowan saves a run, and then Tejada going to his left. He spins around and he throws out Infante. Home Depot, more saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. Here's Bonifacio. And Bonifacio takes a strike. Bonifacio is 1 for 2. He had a sacrifice bunt in the 6th inning. It is a 1-run ball game, and the Giants are behind. Outside corner to Bonifacio. Vogelsong allowed a run in the 6th inning. He gave up a double to Coughlin, a sacrifice bunt, and then Morrison dumped a single into center field. And a swing and a miss by Bonifacio, and he is retired.
Well, there are still tickets available for the weekend series versus the Rockies' next homestand. The Rockies are coming in June 3rd, 4th, and 5th, and that June 4th game is a game time change. It's now a 1:10 game, and Cody Ross bobbleheads are going to be given out to the first 25,000 fans. And then Sunday, June 5th at 1:05, the Giants baseball bands will be presented by the San Francisco Zoo to the first 10,000 kids. So go to sfgiants.com and get out here. We are having a ball.
Here's Morrison, who takes a strike.
Except for when our catcher gets hurt.
Yeah. Once in a while, you'd like to kind of rewind life.
Yeah.
Redo.
That's a redo.
And that would have been one of them. You think a lot of things, and I'm sure Giants fans did last night as they drove home. I wish they hadn't tied the game in the ninth. Had a lot to think about for those fans who were at the game last night that live in the East Bay. They being Caltrans shut down the Bay Bridge. They cut it down to 3 lanes. There's a shot into right field, a base hit. And then as you try to get on to 24, there's an exit off of 580, and they close that too. And it was like a nightmare. Long game, best player gets hurt. Traffic on the Bay Bridge, good. Now I can get home. Oh, exit closed.
So it was about a 2-hour ride home?
Yeah, it was a long ride.
Ouch.
Here's Sanchez. And then have to pack. $41,472, 21 games this season. All have been sold out. 31 straight if you include the end of the season last year. This is popped up. Who's it going to be? Cody Ross. So anyway, just a hacked off night where you'd like to rewind it and redo it again. Life, however, is not like that.
Nope.
You know, knows that more than anybody right now is Buster Posey.
Comes at you fast. Ramon Ramirez is starting to get greased up in the Giants' pen. But there is good news, and that is that Mike Fontenot's groin is not going to be anything that's going to extend beyond a 15-day disabled list, so they'll get him back. Pablo Sandoval should be back in about 3 weeks.
Well, we've been saying now for about 3 weeks, just, you know, tread water until you start getting these guys back. Keep treading water.
Keep treading water.
Up high, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Pitch number 92 for Vogelsong.
2-1.
You see the numbers. Anibal Sanchez, 4 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts. Vogelsong, 7 2/3 strong, 8 hits, 1 earning, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. It has been a duel, which we have said that a lot throughout this early part of 2011.
Giants second baseman Freddie Sanchez makes the play, and now we'll head to the bottom of the 8th. 1-0 Florida. Some of the action here this afternoon, where the Marlins are clinging to a 1-0 lead, as Nate Scherholtz is the pinch hitter for Eli Whiteside. Look out. Bat goes flying. Ball is to the backstop. And it's no balls and 2 strikes.
I'm going to start counting how many times it happens. I've been saying it's every day. It's close.
I think the bet companies are behind it.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't know what they're doing, but they're doing something.
It's epidemic.
Scherholtz shoots one out of play. I mean, Hanley Ramirez, he went through a whole bat order the other night. Oh, 0-2 to Nate Scherholtz. And that fastball is high, still 93 for Sanchez.
How many bats would you take on a 10-day road trip?
On a 10-day road trip?
Yeah.
5. Foul, look out.
What do you think guys take now?
Probably a dozen.
Well, this was a 2-run shot in the 8th inning that tied things up, made it a 4-4 game, but the Giants would go on to win. And Giants fans would love to see some more Nate Scherholtz magic. He has had a nice homestand.
Coghlan has got room out in center field. 1 out.
Giants baseball on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by Wendy's. Try Wendy's new natural cut sea salt fries. Good.
After Holst retired, here's Burrell. Burrell was after that first pitch and fouls it straight back. And he goes around, 0-2.
That is not a big slider, but it is very deceptive. Nobody has squared that thing up today, and he's been so consistent to the outside corner against righties. He has shaved the strike zone with that breaking ball. This is something that Anibal Sanchez has done to the Giants before. He one-hit him back in July of last year.
Burrell hooks it foul. Ooh. 2-2 with Andres Torres on deck. Full count. And the walk.
Great at bat.
That is a great at bat. Going to get a pinch runner. It's going to be Chris Stewart who's going to pinch run. Stewart's going to come in and do the catching anyway, so this gets him into the game. Andres Torres picked up a bunt single in the first. He's bounced out and struck out. Swing and a miss. No balls and one strike.
That's the one pitch that really has been so tough on Torres today, that changeup from Sanchez.
Off the end of the bat, and he threw it again. It's 0-2.
Well, when you know you're way out front on a changeup like that, 2 pitches in a row, well, what do you do as a hitter? What adjustments can you make?
With 2 strikes, it's just fight. When you're not behind in the count, you can actually, you don't have to swing at it. You can take it. But it is the pitch that can really mess with hitters. Good hitters. One and 2 to Andres Torres. On the ground. That's one. And the hard 3-6-3 double play is turned, and that'll end the inning.
52-year journey that led to the first World Series championship here in San Francisco. And this tribute will encircle all 4 plazas here at AT&T Park and will feature granite markers depicting epic moments from throughout the years here in San Francisco. The walk will also include 4 by 12-inch brick pavers, providing fans with a chance of a lifetime to forever etch their Giants loyalty in stone here at the park. You want to order a personalized brick? All you got to do is go to sfgiants.com/brick.
When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change tune-up and smog experts. Ramon Ramirez facing Mike Stanton. And that pitch is down low. One ball and no strikes. Shallow center field. Rowan is going to get there, and he'll put it away. Cody Ross moves from right to left. Aaron Rowan moves from left to center field. Nate Sherrill stays in the game. He is now in right field, and doing the catching is Chris Stewart.
Chris Stewart, it's not his debut. He's got just about a year at the big league level. 29 years old from Riverside. But what I like about Chris Stewart, I mean, he's a big guy, 6'4", 210-pounder, tall. And he's another tall guy that gives a low target.
Buck takes down low. He's 1 for 3.
Usually with tall catchers, you can either get a good low target or you get a good ball blocker. You don't normally get both, but he's an exception.
Foul back. It's 1-2. For the Giants in the bottom of this inning, it'll be Burris, Sanchez, and Huff. And that pitch is high, 2-2. Into left field. Ross is coming in, but he'll play it on one big bounce. It's a 1-out single for Buck. And here's Infante. Infante, 1 for 3. There's a foul straight back. Vogelsong was fantastic this afternoon. Sanchez so far has been a little bit better. And a strike at the knees, 0-2.
Yeah, you're right. They both have pitched their tails off. 1-0 ball games are all about pitching.
Cody Ross now drifts back. 2 outs.
You know, and what happens when you're Vogelsong, I mean, you pitch beautiful baseball, 8 innings strong, beautiful baseball. And you're going to walk out of here if this is the final score, and he's going to think, well, I made an 0-2 mistake. It cost us a run, and he's going to, you know, beat himself up. But, you know, that's why this game can be harsh sometimes.
First pitch strike, and it's 0-1.
Oh, that's forgotten, of course. If the Giants score a couple in the ninth, win this ball game, then you become a contributor. And I think because of that, you know, the quality start is a good statistic.
Well, I don't think too many of these veteran guys are going to let Vogelsong beat himself up at all.
I agree. Coaching staff as well, but they still have 3 outs and an inning. Trying to win this ball game.
One and two. Tough play for Tejada. He'll wait on the third hop, and he beat it out. Hey, even pitchers can sniff out hits.
Well, that was going to be a tough play. And I don't know if Tejada could have done anything differently. And the exchange was clean. Bang, bang. First base umpire Angel Campos making the call. And he beat it out.
He did. Coughlin 1 for 4.
Good two-seam paint right there. Jeremy Affeldt once again heading down the pin. Won't take him long now. He's already been up once.
Aubrey Huff to Ramirez, and we will go to the bottom of the 9th. Manny Burris will lead things off.
Tonight, 6 p.m. That's right. Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area will feature Mindy Bog and Jim Cozumore. They'll give you the latest on Buster Posey. They'll talk about today's ball game. They'll talk about the A's ball game. We'll see it tonight at 6 o'clock. All that and more. Sportsnet Central. Check it out.
Well, the Giants had some magic in the 9th inning last night. Let's see if they can do it again today. It's a 1-0 lead for the Marlins. They'll have to do it against a guy that has been very good.
Well, there's the numbers for Anibal Sanchez through 98 pitches and 8 innings. 4 hits allowed, no runs, 2 walks, and 8 strikeouts. It is time for rally hats, folks. You got a hat? Put your rally hat on. Make it a rally hat.
Giants have had their leadoff hitter on once, and that was in the first inning.
He's feeling it.
He is feeling it. Strike to Burris. Burris is 1 for 2.
The Marlins bullpen is quiet. Last pitch, number 100 for Sanchez.
Slowly hit. Got him. So Burris retired, and here's Freddie Sanchez. Freddie Sanchez 0 for 2 with a walk. Big gap for Freddie Sanchez with Dobbs guarding the line. You drive a truck in between Dobbs and Bonifacio. 2-0.
Brandon Crawford, first day in the big leagues. Got his helmet.
Hit out into left center field and hit very well. This one is off the bottom of the wall, and Sanchez is aboard and in scoring position with 1 out.
And these fans have been sitting on their hands for a long time. Finally get a chance to cheer. Sanchez gets a high mistake. We haven't seen Anibal Sanchez make many location mistakes up, and here he pays the ultimate price. A 2-bagger off a high fastball.
Here's Huff, who tied the game in the 9th inning last night. Swinging a foul, and it's no balls and 1 strike.
Off last night, you're right, Kite. Had the big swing of the bat that tied the score, and it was a grinding 2-strike at bat. Ryan Wilson getting ready in case this game gets tied. They have softball Aubrey Huff all day long.
And for Huff, he has never had a hit against Sanchez. He's 0 for 11. Good time. On the ground. It'll be Infante on the play. Sanchez moves to third. And here's the former Marlin.
Giants have had incredible 9th inning magic this whole homestand. Can they do it one more time?
Ross saw 3 pitches in the 7th inning and struck out. Walk-off wins for the Giants. 7. High 1-0.
Cody Ross just missed one off Anibal Sanchez back in the 4th inning when he flied out deep to center.
2-0. Cody Ross will hunt right here.
And that bullpen for the Marlins, there's nobody there. This is Anibal Sanchez's game. a too low changeup.
Not throw him a fastball.
Not give in.
Well, no team in baseball should know Cody Ross better than the Marlins. Slow roller. Bonifacio has it. He throws, and that's the ball game. So the Marlins come in here and they sweep the Giants in a 3-game series, and today they do it behind Anibal Sanchez, who throws a 5-hit shutout complete game. Opportunities, well, some wasted.
Well, and I think the Giants understandably came in here a bit numb after losing their star catcher last night. And the offense just really could not come up with that big hit today. And you have to credit Anibal Sanchez for taking advantage of a good strike zone. He was consistent. And the Giants just could not figure out the puzzle of Anibal Sanchez.
Marlins 1, Giants nothing. Stay tuned. Giants post game live with interview.